week's Torah portion, double Torah portion again, talks about the mitzvah of Shemitah. Shemitah, where the seventh year, you let the fields lie fallow. You don't do anything with them. You don't grow. There's no growing in the field. And you think to yourself, interesting, agrarian economy, no growing. What are we supposed to eat? And the Torah says, don't worry, we're going to provide for you. God's going to provide for you in the year before enough that you have what to eat in the year that you do not, that you're not planting and afterwards, and it's all going to be okay. So the really interesting thing is, this sounds like, if you are an agrarian farming economy, the most terrible thing in the world, the most terrifying thing in the world, right? In a lot of ways, us in America are looking at that in a lot of ways. Like, you get your stimulus check and you're like, oh, cool. But then you're like, oh man, that's interesting. That's probably not a good sign, right? So again, not to get political, but the idea is, in so many ways, that vulnerability, that having someone else provide for us, it seems like it should be easy. Oh, cool, God, you're just going to give us food and I don't have to work? Amazing. But really, it's a tremendously difficult level to get through, where you could be someone that can receive from others. And that's ultimately the greatest blessing and the greatest freedom and the greatest peace, is when you're able to really be a vessel that can receive from others. Not a vessel that cannot produce on their own, not a vessel that needs others, but the ability to be open and to receive. Because if you're open and you're able to receive blessing, then all of a sudden, it's not just you alone in the world, but it's you with this infinite support system. And not just from other people, but in this case, this beautiful lesson that from God, that we spend, again, just like Shabbat, you spend 6 days working, and then you can relax on the seventh, and you don't have to worry, because God will give you the blessing of all of the week together, plus the seventh, right? That this is the same idea. It's the source of blessing, is our ability to open up and to receive from above, and to realize that it was never us working. That yes, we were putting in the work, but ultimately it was God's success. And if you feel deeply that your success is guaranteed because God's got your back, ultimately everything becomes possible. Shabbat Shalom.